What would happen if Reed Richards became a supervillain? In order to understand the character known as the Maker, we'd have to dive into the Ultimate Universe of Marvel Comics. So the Ultimate Fantastic Four is pretty similar to the team from the 616 universe, except they got their powers from being teleported to the Negative Zone. After an incident that resulted in the death of Franklin Storm, the team separated and went their ways. Sometime later, there were a series of attacks which caused the death of several SHIELD agents, Reed Richards and his family. But after some investigation by Sue Storm, it was revealed that the attacks were carried out by none other than Reed himself, and he had faked his death. Reed had become obsessed with the Negative Zone after the team's separation, and he was even set on a bad path by Kang the Conqueror, who was really Sue Storm from the future. After the heroes discovered he was behind the attacks, they raided his lair, which was located in the Negative Zone itself, and destroyed his plans and even left him for dead. As Reed drifted alone throughout the Negative Zone, he used tech from one of his dead minions and came up with a way to teleport himself back to Earth. Once Reed got back to Earth, he gathered individuals and founded a group called the Children of Tomorrow, whose goal was to perfect the world. Their base was built in Germany, and they called it the Dome. Inside the Dome, time moved faster than the outside world, which made Reed and his Children of Tomorrow become perfect superhumans. The Children of Tomorrow were given different aliases based on their tasks inside the Dome. This is how Reed was given the alias, the Maker. The EDI, which is essentially Europe's version of SHIELD, got word of the Dome's existence and sent Thor and other heroes to infiltrate it, but the Maker's Children of Tomorrow proved to be formidable opponents. Even after Thor got an upgraded version of his hammer, the Ultimate Mjolnir, the Maker's personal weapon, the first knife, was still able to overpower him in combat. After revealing himself to Thor, the Maker declared that only his Children of Tomorrow were welcome inside the Dome. Sometime later, before the events of Secret Wars, the Maker received intel from City, who was the Dome's artificial intelligence, that an incursion was projected to happen. Now, an incursion is when two worlds collide with each other, and the Maker was said to have killed 67 worlds in the multiverse. Using a bridge that he built to travel to other worlds in the multiverse, the Maker was able to make contact with the Cabal, which was a team that 616 Namor had put together after leaving the Illuminati. After allying himself with the Cabal, the Maker introduced them to Nick Fury from the Ultimate Universe and explained that the incursions are causing the destruction of other Earths in the multiverse. After receiving word of the last incursion in the multiverse, the Maker stole plans from the 616 universe and built a raft that could survive the incursion. During the Secret Wars storyline, after the incursion which collided the last two Earths in the multiverse, Dr. Doom used his new god powers and created an alternate reality known as Battleworld. Years after the creation of Battleworld, the Maker's raft was discovered and they had survived the incursion. After realizing the predicament they were in, the Maker and 616 Reed Richards joined forces to come up with a plan to defeat Emperor God Doom. Using a distraction to sneak into God Doom's castle, the Maker and 616 Reed discovered that the source of Doom's power was none other than Owen Reese, the Molecule Man. While confronting the Molecule Man, the Maker betrayed 616 Reed and trapped him in a time bubble, but the Molecule Man intervened and defended Reed by turning the Maker into slices, killing him. While Reed tried to bargain with the Molecule Man, God Doom appeared. After attacking God Doom, Reed was able to absorb some of his god powers, which allowed him to rewrite reality, creating a new multiverse. As the Molecule Man created Reed's new multiverse, he placed a sliver of the Maker in each reality. This led to the Maker's mind being spread throughout the multiverse, being shared by infinite bodies to a single consciousness. The Maker has all the abilities of the original Mr. Fantastic, but he's far more intelligent. Since his transformation, he lacks natural biology, which gives him longevity. He was even able to live more than 1,000 years inside the Dome. The maker even stated that he's not technically alive, and he can survive in vacuums and doesn't need food or water. There are lots of other stories involving the maker, but these are the main ones, and I'll drop some reading recommendations. Ultimate Fantastic Four, Ultimate Enemy, Ultimate Doom, Ultimate Fallout, Ultimate Comics The Ultimates, Time Runs Out by Jonathan Hickman, and Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.